All right. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Dry Eye Shop Live. It's Thursday. My name's Aiden, and that's Rebecca, and we're from the Dry Eye Shop. Hopefully you know that by now, or maybe you know that by now. So just a couple things to go over this week. Our sale this week is on eyelid care products. So that's your eyelid cleansing products like the wipes, the pre-moisten wipes, foams, sprays, gels. Geez, we even have like eyelid cleansing oil. And then we also have our eyelid compresses on sale, like the microwavable masks and the ones that you can put, let's see, in the freezer. You can do the instant type heats. So eyelid care products, and those are on our front page. You can get a link to that. Let's see.
Scroll down past about 6 things, and there's a whole bunch of them showing there. You can also go through the dry eye menu, the really annoying tiered thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, this week's discounts under dry eye. I'm also going to bring up our back order list. A couple things to note. OcuSoft soap came in unexpectedly last week. We are probably like, we may be out in the system, but we got more of that today. So if you place an order, we'll ship that today. And funnily enough, the MIBO masks came in on Tuesday. Those are USB powered masks. That's right in time for the sale, but they've been on back order for forever.
I was going to say that's been like months. I wonder
Yeah.
if they're ever coming back. Okay, good.
Yeah, I heard from Heather that there was one, I don't know, someone had wanted to keep an order in the system without a
Somebody
date.
was incredibly patient.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they reached out the morning that the masks came in, and Heather said, "Oh, no updates. Let's just go ahead and cancel it." And then they showed up unexpectedly that day. So
now we know how to make things show up.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so let's see. I brought some products this time. Rebecca said it would help to bring these and show them, and I can even put them in the chat if my hands aren't too full. Ongoing back order on Lacropure, that's scleral saline, the unbuffered type, 98 per box. We have some of this in stock. We just don't have a very consistent supply of it. So we order once a month and usually run out before the 30 days, when it's back in stock.
Get it while the going's good. Yeah. So on those, when we're out, anytime somebody just wants to go on and sign up for an email, at least you get a notification so that you can get it while it's there.
Yeah. So I'll put Lacropure on there. Oh my goodness. Really hot topic is scleral fill right now. I've heard we're getting more and more calls and emails about this. Amazon has been out. We've been out for probably 2 weeks at this point. We're filling subscriptions. So this is also another scleral saline. This one's buffered, 30 in a box. Let's see. As far as we know, it's still clearing customs on the East Coast. It hasn't actually gotten out yet. So it'll take probably 7 to 10 days from when that clears customs to when it's like in our hands. We have enough reserved for subscriptions until like beginning in June or so.
Fingers and toes crossed. I messed up on that one. I still got to remember and go back into the Scleral Lens Facebook group and update people, because I said it had cleared customs and it hadn't. It was still waiting to clear customs. I just misunderstood. So God, that one has been. So in terms of alternatives to scleral fill, you might have already said, and I just missed it.
No, I didn't really mention anything. You're either going to be looking at unbuffered saline, or like Nutrafil is same 10 mil size of buffered saline. It's a little more expensive, but it shouldn't be more than like a month that we're back ordered on this. You can always sign up for notifications when things come back in stock, and we will, rush this stuff out the door once we get it in.
Yeah, in terms of the type of saline it is, it's closer to Nutrafil than anything else is, size-wise and type and everything. So people that have never tried Nutrafil before and they're scrounging for scleral fill, I would say try Nutrafil. If you tried Nutrafil and for whatever reason didn't like it, then it might be back to like, well, of course there's shortage on some of the others, might be back to unbuffered saline plus some Celluvisc or one of the other artificial tears. I was about to say Adipac or Lacropure, but then we got issues with those.
Oh, speaking of, yes, I've got my Adipac. This is kind of like Lacropure. It's unbuffered saline. You can see this one is all crushed. We don't have any in stock right now. We do have some in freebies, but this manufacturer back order or distributor back order till about June. Close alternative to this is Mojidos. It's the pink vials. So these are Adipac. Mojidos are somewhat similar, but I think they've got more like square packaging.
Yeah, and then the other one that will be back, well, will be here for the first time, I guess, before June, hopefully, right, is the Visionary, what's it, Vibrant View.
Vibrant View. We may have gotten a shipping notification for that actually.
Cool.
Or not shipping notification. Surprised Gary didn't say something about that this morning. I can't remember what it was, but maybe it might be more form on a date. Okay. Yeah.
I can't even remember now. It's something like they were expecting it sometime in the next few days or something. I can't remember, but anyway, more options are good.
Yeah. And I have, I guess, one of the last little tiny clear cares, a 3 ounce. These guys are discontinued. Regular 3 ounce clear care. The 12 ounce and 16 ounce bottles will still be in stock. But this is just to show we've been back ordered on all sizes of clear care and clear care plus for a couple of months now.
I think you need to put that one in the Dry Shop Museum along with old Unisol or whatever we have.
Yeah, oh, the graveyard or something. Yeah, we were talking to someone recently who had a bottle of Refresh Repair, the very, very short-lived Relieva. Yeah, Refresh Drop.
Probably nobody knows what that means because this is going back a few years. I don't know if you want to tell that story or I'll.
Oh, Refresh Relieva was released as Refresh Repair, same green bottle, green packaging in the multi-dose. It was one of the first multi-dose hyaluronate drops and definitely unique because it was available in drugstores.
Yeah, that was the first. I was really excited about that when it came out because it was the first hyaluronate drop under one of the big brand names. So, Allergan, Alcon, Bausch, and so forth. So it's like the actually it was free bottle, which was a really big deal to us because we were happy to get more of those. Bottles are just more economical and all that. But then it's like it came on the market and then it immediately disappeared because the FDA took issue with the name because the name Repair would seem to suggest that it has a therapeutic benefit rather than just being a soothing artificial tear or something. So they made them change the name, which was kind of a bummer. But anyway, there are a few out there that are hoarding these prize versions of something that disappeared quickly.
Yeah, I think that covers it for the back orders for the products I had. Like I said, OcuSoft soap is back in stock. We're waiting for some more Opta soap from Serene. But I was just updating the soap page yesterday for the newsletter, and we're in much better shape than we had been. So
I was excited about OcuSoft soap. It's been for forever, and that's like the favorite soap.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a couple of new things to cover. They're just sort of, well, really only sometimes things are new, as in you've got a completely new product to launch, and that's always fun. It's like the Optase MGD that came in last week. Sometimes they're new to us. It's been around on the market for forever, but we've only just recently been able to stock it in the shop for whatever reason. Sometimes things boomerang, right? So this is Oasis Lid and Lash with Tea Tree Cleanser. Some of you will, I'm sure I've talked about this before, some of you will remember this from when Oasis had it before in kind of a green and white package. And then that kind of went away for a little while. And then we were stocking the iMed Pharma One Eye Lid and Lash Plus. Is that what it was called?
Yep.
Similar / identical, more or less. Now it's finally back at Oasis and definitely paraben free. This has always been one of my favorites. It's these just slimy, wet tea tree wipes that just for me seem to work really well, especially kind of first thing in the morning to get all the crud out from everywhere before I put my scleral lenses in. Anyway, so happy to have those back under the Oasis name. Then something we are hoping to get but don't have yet, but just want you to know is out there in drugstores, some drugstores. I think it's Rite Aid. I forget which other. Hey, do you mind looking that up for me a sec?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Ivisia. This is basically Theolaz Duo, a really popular European drop, but modified to fit the FDA rules and then launched in the US market. I've been using this for the last few months now and then, actually. It's a multi-dose preservative-free bottle. Now, just a little bit different dropper than most of the ones we're used to here. It's not like something I use a lot, but what I have found is, and this is all kinds of caveats, this is an off-label use, ask your doctor, etc. But I have been using it occasionally over my scleral lenses, and there's not a lot of drops I'd like to do that with because I just don't like viscosity on my lenses. But anyway, the other thing about this one is it's pretty moderately priced for a multi-dose hyaluronate drop. I mean, under $15, and it's a good one. It has other things than, oh God, I can't see well enough to even tell you what's in it right at the moment. Trailose is the thing that it's really well known. Did I just misspeak? Is this even a hyaluronate? Sorry, bear with me. I gotta pull this up and remind myself.
I'm looking to ingredients. Yeah.
It is hyaluronate? I thought so. I just, moment of cheese mixed up there. Okay. And then
on that one, just to note, I almost said watch out, but just note that there's two sizes online that I've seen. There's a 5 mil and a 10 mil, and the 5 mil is like $9. I'm on Rite Aid right now, and the 10 mil is $12. So just, keep an eye out if you're buying. I see Fred Meyer and Rite Aid and CVS online when I look. Oh,
definitely want to be careful about the sizes because that is not something that anyone else is doing. So easy to get those mixed up. If you're afraid you'll hate it, then buy the smaller one so you can test it out. But otherwise, the bigger one is definitely a better bet. All right. What else? I don't think I have any other new things to go over. There's we heard a rumor that there's a new Blink drop with a lipid coming out soon, like in the next week or so. So we hope to have more information on that soon. Kind of cool that there's just so many new drops coming this year. It's about time. We went through a pretty long dry spell there without anything very exciting. And like it or not, almost all of us use drops. So these are good things.
A couple things that I thought about. It may be that Johnson & Johnson is redoing the Blink line. I'm wondering if that's why the Blink tears have been harder to get locally. We still have some, and last time we ordered, we didn't have any problems, but there may be a day when we can't get Blink tears, and I don't know if it'll still be available under a different name. It doesn't seem likely that they'll.
When you say redoing, you mean the packaging, right?
Well, their site has new products and doesn't have Blink tears on it anymore, but they do have PF vials and multi-dose bottles of artificial tear. I haven't compared ingredients.
Yeah. If one's going away and the other's there, they've been around so long. Is it just repackaging? Well, I guess we'll know more soon.
Yeah. So if you like the Blink tears and you're afraid of running out, you may want to order more. We should compare the ingredients and put that in the newsletter next week to what they've got on their site. On the subject of lenses too, I kind of found out or remembered that most of the Optase drops are actually labeled for use with contact lenses. So the spray, the new MGD drop, and Optase Intense are all labeled for use with contacts, which is not very common. I think that and Fresh Coat and now Avisia.
We need to make some kind of just like maybe that's another column on our artificial tier list to make it easier to find things where that's true. On that note, there was a press release not long ago about a change at the FDA for how they're regulating some of this. And in terms of the devices and drugs, and that's been a complication in our world of drops. So like what's to go straight on your eye versus what's to go on a lens, or what can be both. And I read their new guidance, and honestly, I could not make any sense of it, but I do think it's got some implications that may be good for simplifying how this works with drops that we can put over our lenses. Meantime, ask your doctor. There's always the safe guide. With the Optase ones, they're too thick for me, but the spray actually is kind of nice. I was mentioning it to the sales gal there at at Arvo this week at a conference we were at, because it's like you only get a little bit. You don't get a whole gloppy thing. It's just a little bit, sometimes just enough, a little extra wet. Anyway.
I would say 9 times out of 10 when I'm putting drops in, they're just running down my face and I'm not gonna reach for tissue. So spray does sound nice. Anyways, I think that covers it for me.
Okay, and do we want to mention tomorrow?
Yeah, I have a link. I made a link this morning for our, we're gonna do a dry foundation live stream. It'll look really similar to this. Let me just find that. Do you want to explain the context?
Yeah,
Impetus?
I have been wanting to get back to a newsletter for the foundation for forever, and it's just been so hard to make that happen. And we have a lot that we want to talk about, things going on in the foundation, things going on in the dry eye world in general. And finally just decided on the way back from conference yesterday, we need to just do this. So Ed and I'll just be taking some time live on YouTube to just start running over what's going on out there, things going on with some of our programs, new drugs and devices on the market. So this won't be product focused, it'll be kind of dry eye world focused, but we do have quite a lot to talk about, and we'd love to have people's questions, and we'll over time we'll have people come on just live with us to talk with us as well. So looking forward to getting that going.
Yeah, I just put a link to that on YouTube. It's tomorrow at 11:30 Pacific, and yeah, it'll be a live stream just like this.
Looking forward.
Cool. Well, that's it for this week, I think, and keep in touch if you have questions over email, and